What in God's green earth am I looking at? Like, this is literally a woman sprawled out on her bed, ass out, tits out. She's got scribbling writing on her arm. Looks like she just got bit by a Orochimaru. Like, what kind of demonic ritual is this where this is... Oh, hold up. Wait a second. Sub goal? Hold up. Is this Twitch? Oh, never mind. Oh, okay. This is just Twitch. Now, if you're not familiar with Twitch.com, it used to be a website for, like, video game live streams, maybe some in real life content. But at this point in time, it's basically Pornhub Junior. I'd actually not even say it's Pornhub Junior. I'd say it's in a league of its own. Because I wouldn't even put that evil on Pornhub. Because at least they say that they're 18 or older. And at least they don't try to masquerade and pretend like they're something they're not. That's like if you went to Walmart and you're looking for some kids' toys. And then you walk an aisle and see dildos. It's like, what kind of fucking bullshit is this? That's basically what Twitch is. They on some straight creepy shit. Now, here's the thing, too. Twitch will try to, like, you know, blind you and be like, yo, you know, we don't support this kind of content. Guys, look. We banned Amouranth. We banned her. We won't let people have their asses out and have them whispering in your kids' ears. Listen, you demon devil Twitch, don't play games with me, right? Because right now I'm almost borderline on Amouranth's side. Because let's be honest, about maybe what, a month or so ago, Twitch came out in response to everyone saying like, what's going on with these crazy ass hot tub streams where you have Amouranth riding around a pickle Rick dildo, and you're like, what is this? Is this the route Twitch wants to go on? And what did Twitch do? They came out, they said, guys, listen, these hot tub streams are a part of Twitch now. We're going to add our own hot tub category. So if I'm Amouranth, if I'm king of all thoughts on Twitch, if I'm on that succubus shit and I saw this, I'd be like, alright, Betty, yo, Twitch is behind us. We got the thought army in hand. Why wouldn't I go on stream and start licking into a microphone with my ass out when Twitch is already condoning this shit? Twitch is already like, hey, this is Betty. Like, why would we get rid of this? This is good for the views. But at the end of the day, no matter how much Twitch likes thoughts, no matter how much Twitch tries to protect these hoes, them advertisers pay the bills. And advertisers don't like this schoomer content. Like, advertisers look at this and they go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait a second. This isn't good for the kids. Whoa, whoa, we care about people. Now, obviously, that's what they say. In all reality, Coca-Cola would fucking make a deal with the Nazis if it meant it was better for their proceeds. But, you know, in this day and age, we still pretend to be a Christian nation. Thus, then, we can't have all this fucking porno content accessible to kids. It's a whole fucking black hole of loopholes. But here's the point. Twitch is basically turned into a fucking weirdo, bizarro, adult entertainment website. And at first, to be honest with you, this shit was hilarious. Because I'm like, how in the hell are people donating money to have their names written on this bitch's arm? Like how is that a business case? Like, how is that even an industry in and of itself? And years ago, I actually did look at a video. What's hilarious is that, like, I've looked into this topic of, like, symptom and stupidity. And every time it points to Amouranth. Like, I never, like, looked out for her. I didn't even know who she was really until now. But it always points back to Amouranth because she really is a pioneer. She is really the fucking Biggie and Tupac of this fucking industry. And way back when, I thought this shit was hilarious. Like, low-key, it still is to an extent. But it's a lot more serious than I realized. Because even in this video, there was actually a fucking point where some guy was complaining that he donated 13 racks to Amouranth. And then he found out that she was married, and then, you know, obviously that kills your dick. It's like you're trying to buy drinks for a bitch at the club, you're trying to get in her pants, all of a sudden she's talking about, yeah, I've been married, I'm happy with kids, and you're like, listen, do I really need to take out the shovel and kill you, bitch? How dare you lie to me when I never even asked about that? But someone in the comments, I dare say a white knight, actually came out and spit some game. He actually came out and opened my mind up. And I would say he made my brain a little bit bigger, either because I got a tumor from this shit, or maybe I just got another wrinkle. I'll find out in about 6 months when I go to the doctor. But he says this. He said, listen, did you for a minute or so stop to think about that it's morally wrong to be lying to a whole audience of virgin guys who don't know better than just to make money? It's not just their fault. Or do you want to... Dude, the way this guy words this is fucking hilarious. And then he goes on to say, like, is it okay if, like, a fucking old-ass grandma or old-ass grandpa got schemed by some Indian scammer for a couple thousand? And it's like, you know, you have sympathy for them. It's like, you know, they're not the brightest bulb in the fucking shelf, but, you know, they, at the end of the day, were the victim of something. And then he says, imagine a guy taking advantage of a sexually unexperienced woman for financial purposes. They would be outraged. That's low-key true, bro. That is low-key true, because really... Now that I think about this, like, this is essentially an entire industry run on sucking kids in, or dudes that have the sexual experience of kids into their network. Like, you know how, like, you know, casinos and gambling prey on individuals who are prone to that type of shit. Like, they find their victims, they skulk around and they figure who they are and then suck them in. That's the same thing that Amouranth does. That's the same thing that every, like, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch thought does. Now, if you're not familiar with this whole thought epidemic, it's pretty disgusting, because what's funny is that, like, even though Amouranth got banned, she had a big brain idea to basically somehow, some way, re-promote her OnlyFans, because she's had an OnlyFans for a long-ass time, and she actually says, hey, do you think I should start an OnlyFans? Knowing damn well she's had an OnlyFans for months, but because now she has this new fucking content, now she has these new followers, she's like, yo, hey guys, look at this. You think I should start an OnlyFans? And the people go, oh my god, please tell me she'll do it, not knowing that she's recycling content from 6 months ago. You know how these hoes like to get down, bro. It's never new. It's always old. And by the way, shout out to the editor for editing this bitch's face and make her look like an anime character. It is fucking weird as fuck. I honestly don't know why she did this. Oh, well, I mean, it's probably look like a Pixar mom and get some more kids involved, but that's besides the point. Now, Amouranth is a top-tier thought of Twitch. That is her domain. Where you will find her is on Twitch. I love how the OnlyFans link is vibrating and shaking like, you gotta click me. You have to click me. There's so much shit in here, I can barely contain it in my fucking URL content. But Amouranth is the king of Twitch, queen of Twitch, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? And, you know, there's some thoughts that go to YouTube. You know, Alice Club, for example, had a YouTube channel. You know, Snapchat, wherever these hoes can go to get their victims. Like, you have to go to a well to find the gazelle and suck them in enough where you can fucking jump out like a crocodile, bite their jugular, and do a barrel roll back into your den, right? So her choice is Twitch, right? It can be any of these. The point is you need to find either kids for long-term investments or dudes who have the sexual experience of kids for short-term investments. You know what I mean? Although sometimes kids can steal their parents' credit cards, in which case you're winning. You don't have to wait those 4 years to get that money. That's a big deal. That's a big fucking W. You already know this bitch is making more money than me because, you know, she's got 1 million followers, and of that 1 million, there's probably at least double in the shadows donating to her fucking Patreon and fucking OnlyFans. So this is how the hierarchy goes. You find your platform, Twitch, YouTube, whatever. You get a base, you get a following. You know, she started off, you know, it was pretty light. She's like, hey, guys, I do cosplays. Ooh, woo, look at me. I'm so cool. And then think about it like this, bro. If you start off with the softcore shit, with the non-super coomer content, and you have all these people coming in, oh, my God, you're so beautiful. Oh, you're so great. This motherfucker shows up to an event in a Sherlock Holmes cap and an anime shirt. Motherfuckers mixing fashion from the 1880s and the 1990s with the anime shirt, right? I ain't gonna lie, that's pretty wavy. I think Kanye West should take notes, but he shows up. He's over there eating your ass out, metaphorically, of course. You're never going to let him near you. And you're like, damn, like, yo, like, I ain't even doing that much. Imagine if I did do a lot. Imagine if I did have these thought pictures. Imagine if I did. First of all, I almost forgot to mention that Instagram. Instagram, basically, at this point, is like a precursor to Pornhub. It's like in between YouTube and in between Pornhub. I think Twitch might bump Instagram out, but Instagram basically is for all the softcore porn. Come out here in lingerie, come out here in the pictures. Instagram loves it. Facebook couldn't love it more. And goddamn, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I ain't gonna tell you I ain't on here following these bitches just for the pics, but it's free. That's an important part of this, right? So you end up getting your followers either through Instagram. That'd be even better because Instagram is where all the demons are at. You get them following you, and then you got your link tree. You're like, yo, follow me on Twitter, follow me here. And the whole point of this is to build a pipeline of coomers to be your fucking loyal soldiers, basically be the fucking orcs from Lord of the Rings, follow your every command. And what you want them to do, the end result is you want them to click this OnlyFans link, and you want them to pay that low price of $8.24. Now, here's the thing. The amount of money this bitch is making is sickening. Like, it's crazy to think that OnlyFans came out here and enabled these hoes to become, like, fuck pimping. Pimps are irrelevant. These hoes found the fucking internet age and took the fuck off. Like, it's it's insane. Because Patreon, for a while, was basically a placeholder. It was like, yeah, you know, you can get videos. Yeah, you can get content. But it's weird. I gotta approve you. I gotta go through this whole process. OnlyFans saw that. They said, yo, we know what these thoughts need. We know what these coomer guys need. we're going to come out here with a streamlined version, a streamlined system to basically put your money in and get them tits out. And obviously, if I'm not mistaken, Amouranth still have not dropped a nude. She's basically from the Bella Delphine School of Thought. You start off real slow. You know, first of all, you're just doing some cosplay. After that, some bikini pictures. Eventually, when people lose interest, then your tits are out. Eventually, when people lose interest, you got a dildo in your ass. Eventually, when people lose interest, you got a fucking traffic cone up there. You know, it's evolution. It's an evolutionary process. Right now, she's Final Form Frieza, but eventually she's going to hit the wall, become Mecha Frieza, have to put the pieces back together. But listen, at the end of the day, she's a millionaire. Like, there's literally nothing Twitch could do right now. They could delete her account permanently. It doesn't matter. She already got the fucking followers. She already has the millions of people. It is what it is, bro. It's over. She got the anime eyes and she's got it on him. But in all seriousness, this is a learning experience for myself and really for all men to really try to talk our brothers in arms, our fellow man, away from these succubuses, away from these hoes. Because you be telling them, you know, you spit games sometimes to your brothers. You're like, listen, man, you don't want to go to their OnlyFans when you could just go to Google and type in OnlyFans free. That's all you got to do, my brother. That's all you need to do. You can still get that heroin without paying. You don't have to go down this evil demon route of becoming a financial slave to the system. Now, here's the thing. There's two levels of people that will buy this OnlyFans. The first level is going to be the people who are like, yo, I need to get this nut out. Like, I need this shit out of my system. And then the second level, which is more devious, harder to handle, harder to cope with, is the whole relationship angle, the whole free OnlyFans DMs. I respond same day here. So once you get to there, that's a dangerous area, because that's when brothers, like, that's when you basically turn into Call Me Carson. You essentially think this bitch likes you, essentially think you have something going on with her, but really she's just using you for financial gain, and at the end of the day, you're just being used. You're just a fucking pawn in this succubus's chess game. You don't want to do that, and that's the thing, bro. You got to look out, because listen, you got to be honest, like, parents at this point are irrelevant. They're too busy fighting about who's the better president, Donald Trump, Joe Biden, all this boomer content, all this political bullshit no one cares about. This is what's important. What's important is the fact that these hoes are out here creating a goddamn industry around tricking kids into following them, and then once they're fucking 18 or older and they can get that fucking bag themselves and not steal from mom and dad, that's it, bro. You got them hooked for life. This is like fucking, if you ever seen fucking Get Rich or Die Trying, where the fucking, that goddamn crack addict king basically sucked 50 Cent in and all those other kids into being crack fucking babies and basically slinging crack and get them young and you can have them old. That's what Amouranth is doing, bro. We need to protect our fellow brothers. We need to stop saying simps. I mean, you could say simp because honestly it's fucking hilarious, but at the end of the day, every individual is a product of their environment. If you don't know that this bitch is not with you, if you don't know that this bitch is never going to give you, first of all, she ain't going to give you news anytime soon. You ain't never going near her. You ain't never going to be with her. And the thing is, in all reality, like, these women really do play these games where they're like, yeah, you know, I got to give them a little bit. Because in this one, this is still hilarious, but at the same time, it low-key is scary because the dude in here was super salty because he's like, you remember on Snapchat when I gave you my bored but tired face? I love how he titled it bored but tired. Like that's his motherfucking signature pose. Like he's part of the Ginyu Force. Bored but tired. And on Snapchat, and you said I looked cute. Obviously, you know how much I like you. I was going to fly out to TwitchCon this year. I was hoping we'd maybe get a few drinks afterwards, just you and me, see where the night takes us. And now this comes out? I feel like such a moron. Yo, you are a moron, my brother, but at least you woke up. Well, he kind of didn't wake up because in this whole tirade of him saying, like, you know, I got schemed, I got duped, I'm never going to donate to you again, his dumbass somehow figured out that I'm going to go to St. Peach's stream and start donating to her. So he got off of heroin and then went on to fucking, like, fentanyl, which is worse because it's like, oh, wow, I'm cured now. It's like, no, stupid, you're going to the wrong thing. So here's the thing, right? From now on, I'm going to try to guide these individuals, right? And for me, it's more so of, like, a common sense thing. Because, like, literally, in what fucking universe are you going to donate money to this woman and then all of a sudden it's going to turn into a relationship? My man, there's 1,300,000 people in line behind you. That is the world's longest train. You are not getting in there unless you fucking, like, do some crazy shit to, like, jump ahead. Like, unless you're going to go in there like fucking Tentacion and say, I'm going to eat the box. More than likely, you're going to be in the back of the line being number 1,299,000. And not only are you paying, not only are you fucking pretending that you could somehow have a chance, The worst part of this is the fact that you actually have hope, bro. How do you have hope when there is literally no possibility of this working out? But here's the thing, right? Like this guy pointed out to me, you know, these people might need some help. These people might not be the most sound. Because think about it, bro. In all reality, Indian hackers should not exist. As soon as Rajiv calls me and says, you have a virus on your computer, first thing I'm doing is hanging up the phone because I ain't got time for this bullshit. But there's people out there, they're going to fall for it. They're dumb enough or ignorant enough that they're going to get sucked in. That's the same thing with this, bro. There's people out there right now that are either stupid enough or inexperienced enough to actually give their money over and eventually think something is going to come back. And listen, bro, this got to be a community effort. Somebody has to go out there and just warn your brothers. Any person you see, anyone from the age of 13 to 20, you go, listen, bro, stay the fuck away from Twitch. If you want to, go on YouTube, watch like some DSP compilations. That'll at least give you enough autism to pass basic calculus. That's at least productive. But stay away from these hoes. Stay away from these sucky business. Because at the end of the day, my man, like, first of all, you're spending money on something you're never going to get. And second of all, it's a goddamn disgrace that this bitch is a goddamn millionaire and I'm still working 9 to 5 trying to afford my first house. Now, if that isn't injustice, I don't know what is.
At the end of every single video, make sure you ask people to rate and subscribe to your content. It makes them feel like they're involved even though they're really not. And most importantly, make sure they comment on every single video. If you have to, disguise it. You know, call it something like the question of the day. And really make them think you're gonna really read it when you really don't have to. Ha ha ha!